Hey guys, and welcome back to Hardcore Heroes. So, as you approach the gate, who
So
should you
I
see?
wait. As we
Hmm?
approach the town, I say to them, I'll catch up with you in a day or two, and I'll cast invisibility and walk out of the carriage.
While it's driving?
Well, I'll tell the driver to stop.
You just hear Malachi screaming outside, "Ah, no, I plan to step out of the..."
Okay. So Malachi hops out, walks alongside the carriage invisibly.
Actually, I guess I'll just stay in the carriage until we get in the town. That's easier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Invisible. Yeah.
As you approach the town, who should you see on the outside standing next to the guards but your good and faithful servant Jeeves?
Oh, okay, I thought you were going to say Zinli for a second. I was about to.
Or
No.
Tyrus.
Jeeves
Van
is
gets
there,
Harvest Moon at the ready, and
standing outside, looking down the road, longingly.
Van jumps out of the carriage and starts walking over and says, "Jeeves, it's been so long.
He's gonna be so upset.
Master Van Helsing, it's so good to see you again.
It's good to see you too. I have to say, I'm sick of riding in carriages that aren't drawn by you."
Why, thank you, good sir. Thank you.
Is this a slow-mo scene where Van and Jeeves are just running at each other and embrace?
Van hugs him and just completely tackles him to the ground because of waiting chats.
Oh god, he kills Jeeves.
But yeah. So we meet up with Jeeves. Van exchanges some pleasantries, but I think we just head into the town otherwise.
Sure.
Jeeves,
All right. Once we're in, I step out. Of the carriage. Yeah.
Sure, you step out invisibly. Jeeves lets Van and Kind, I guess he does ask after Malachi. Not seeing him
I
in the
tell him that
carriage.
Malachi ran off somewhere once we were near the town. I think he's doing his own thing. He'll be back eventually.
Of course.
What inn are we staying at, Jeeves?
Oh, I have a lovely place. Master Tyrus booked it for us.
Oh, is he still in Redport?
Yes, sir. He would like to speak to you. He says he has some news about Master Malachi. And these are his words, not mine, but Master Malachi being a lying twat. I'm not sure what it means, sir. I would never say such a thing myself.
I'm sure you wouldn't, Jeeves.
Do I hear this conversation?
Oh yeah, you're still in the carriage.
Yeah.
I thought he left before he
No.
simply jumped out.
Yeah.
I'm still hanging around.
Yeah, he's hanging around.
Well, Van left the carriage and we just walked into town.
Sure.
So I don't know if Malachi
So this is one of the
there with
first things that he would say to you, that this is what's going on. So Malachi, you probably overhear as you're about to walk away.
Yeah.
I mean, I have some things to say about Malachi, but
him. So, well, I guess I should go speak with the man. Take us to the inn, Jeeves.
Of course.
And I will go along with this. I'll go with them quietly.
Okay. You find it very difficult to move yourself through the very busy streets of Redport invisibly. You find yourself getting battered around side to side. This is a fairly populous town, and the streets are fairly narrow. And it's clearly grown, almost overgrown its small size. A lot of buildings have had to go up, so you're struggling to follow alongside the party.
Okay. Am I struggling to the point where I can't, or?
It's not so much that you can't, but it's just awkward. Especially if you don't want to be caught as invisible, you're kind of have to like sneak along the sides and dart over here and jump over that.
Yeah, I can always
bitch to
climb
move.
up onto the roofs of the houses.
That's true. You are a spider climber.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
But
want
I
to
just try
spider
to
climb along the side of the walls, that's pretty easy. Good enough to do.
Okay.
Sure. You guys end up at the Seas Song. It's one of the inns in town. And inside the common room is Tyrus.
Good.
Tyrus, I think
Van walks up and says, "Tyrus, I wasn't expecting to see you here.
Well, why not?
You said we probably wouldn't catch up to you. Said you'd be probably out of town by the time we got to Redport."
Yes, but you also said the Count was sending men to Shirebrook. That's why I
I did.
left.
Yeah, because he was. He told us that
Well,
himself.
here it is a couple weeks later, and no sign of any of the Count's men. Got a message from Sturge saying that no one's shown up.
If you don't believe me, give me an hour to memorize a new spell, and I will show you exactly what he told us.
Anyway, the Count, you said the Count is a good man. He said he would send men. don't believe he wouldn't. Maybe something happened.
It's possible the ship was shipwrecked along the way.
Maybe. I mean, the Count would eventually send men to investigate.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. Shirebrook is
Still leaderless?
completely. Styx has said that the place is kind of developed or degraded into semi-lawless chaos.
Well, what do you want to do now? Return to Shirebrook?
That might be the best idea.
Well, if
I
no
mean-
one's there, nothing's going on, I might take a head back. On the other hand, life in Redport's fairly comfortable. No one knows who I am. No one's after any of my magical gear. I'm not a wanted man. Could live a quiet life here, maybe.
Well, if you want a quiet life, you could. I can tell you that you won't find it in Shirebrook.
Iris, can you relax for an hour or so here? I'm going to I need to cast a spell that'll let me memorize some new ones, but I'm going to I need to confirm that that's actually what the Count told us really fast. Because if he was sending men to Shirebrook and they never arrived, that might mean more. Or it might be worse than Shirebrook being lawless. Something could have happened in Newfort.
Well, shit's fucked up, man. Shit's fucked up.
Yep. Anyways, I'm going to get a room and I'm going to head upstairs and cast Nap on myself.
Okay. You can go ahead and do that. Kine, what are you doing?
I would talk with Tyrus, like ask him about his life before he came to Shirebrook. What he did.
It's a long time ago. I don't really like to revisit it.
Just give me a brief summary, please. Just
No.
what did he do?
Just give me a brief summary, please. I really like to talk about it. You just give me a brief summary. Just go over the.
Just keep it to 20 words or less.
Were you an adventurer?
I've had a wild life. Let's just say that.
I'm getting a little bit frustrated with this. He's not talking up, is he? But I'll wait. I'll wait for Van to come back down.
So you're gonna chill in the inn room invisibly for an hour and like an hour and a half while he memorizes spells.
Oh, are they in a room or are they downstairs?
I got
There-
my own room.
Yeah, Tyrus and Bastion, Tyrus and Kine are downstairs in the common room.
Yeah, so I wait in the common room. Yeah.
Sure. Cool. Sometime later, Van, what spells do you memorize?
I am going to memorize Rapport.
Mhm.
And I'm going to memorize. I want. What's the second level spell? It's not Genius. It's
Idea.
Idea. I take Idea. And I'm also going to take a third level spell called Squeaking Floor. Okay. So, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to cast Idea, and I'm going to kind of remind myself of this conversation. I want to confirm that the Count actually did tell us he was going to be sending men by Shirebrook to ship in a few days.
He said he was going to send men to Shirebrook in like 2 days. He even
and it's
offered you
been
guys a
weeks
position
at this
on the
point,
ship.
right? Like, it's been a long time.
Today is 3 weeks, almost
Yeah.
3 weeks since you left Newfort.
Okay, so I'm going to head back down. I'm going to tell Tyrus that I know that's what the Count told us, and I can even show him the exact memory if he wants.
He shrugs. I don't think you're lying to me.
All right. Well, in that
Okay,
case, do
maybe
whatever
that
you want.
Malachi guy would, but you're
No,
a pretty
I-
decent fellow.
Yeah, I can guarantee that's what he said. I was in that conversation myself.
Right.
Tyrus, do you know of anything that could have happened to the ship? Creatures in the sea between Newfort and Shirebrook?
Well, isn't it the lot of you guys that keeps talking about the monster in the Shadow Mountains?
Would it attack a ship, though?
You're the ones who think it's a monster, all right? But that's all I got for us.
I mean,
Mountains do.
Malachi's father's ship did shipwreck down there, but that idiot brought it on himself.
Well, he did not really shipwreck. He brought
That's
the
true.
ship.
It wasn't a shipwreck. It was more just chopped into pieces by goblins.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's strange. When I see Malachi next, I'll ask him if he can try and scry and use a clairvoyance on Newfort, see what he can see. hopefully Newfort hasn't fallen or anything drastic like that.
He gives a bit of a shrug.
Well, what do you plan to do now, Tyrus?
Well, as I was telling your nosy friend here, I'm trying to just find a nice, quiet, peaceful place to live. This might be it. This might not be. Let's think about heading up towards Weatherlight or maybe Pine Spur, getting a little farther out there, a little more away from such a big city.
Redport's pretty nice. I'm quite confident a man of your talents as a fighter would probably find easy employment, something to live out a retirement here in Redport. It's a very militaristic city. They'd value someone of your skills quite highly.
Yeah, I'm trying to not be relying on them. That's why I took the job in Shirebrook. Such a quiet, peaceful backwater town. Figured it'd be really easy to do nothing.
Things in general aren't going too well around the world these days, though, Tyrus. You might find living a quiet, peaceful life isn't much of an option. But
what are you guys going to do?
You'll cross when you come to it.
Yeah. What are you guys planning on doing?
From here, we have some stuff to sell, but aside from that, I'm not quite sure. We were entertaining the idea of leaving Eridon.
Where's that friend of yours?
Malachi, he went off to do something.
Something.
It's a pretty big hub town. There's a lot of I know he bought something from a wizard shop here once. He actually worked for a wizard here at one point. I'm sure he's got something going on with that.
Well then, it's late in the afternoon. Why don't we have a couple of drinks and settle in for the night?
Sure.
Anyway, Tyrus, and I lower my voice a bit. You said something about Malachi. Yeah. Isn't that right, Van?
Jeeves told us that you said something about Malachi being a lying twat.
I suppose I did. Yeah, about the Count's men.
Okay.
Them not showing up.
I walk out.
I guess that probably turns back to like a little more theorizing about what could have happened, and then we just kind of move on to a new subject and shoot the shit for a while.
Sure.
All right, I have stuff to do though.
Okay.
Yep.
Malachi, what do you do? It is late afternoon. Evening is just on the way.
I want to go to Zinley's shop
All right.
and observe it.
You make your way through the semi-familiar streets back to the area where Zinley.
And I have flashbacks to that night where I was trying to like sneak in. Do you remember? And she kept like coming back down the stairs. And I just couldn't quite get the opportunity. But now
you're invisible with a cloak of spider climb.
things are different now.
Yeah.
I want to see if she's still there in the shop. See if there's people coming and going.
There are people coming and going and browsing the wares in the shop. Downstairs, you do not see her. There's a different clerk than when the last time you were here, and a different guard on the door.
Okay. I'll stay. Keep watch though. Every now and again, I'll check through the window to see, like, who's behind the desk.
It's just some random person manning the front office checkout counter.
So I'll wait for the door to close, see if that person leaves. Because there's a bedroom upstairs, right? Boren originally slept upstairs, and that's what Zinley was doing.
Yep.
So I'll
eventually,
wait until...
the shop closes down because it becomes night. They shut the doors. There's sounds and lights from inside, and then eventually the door opens, and out walks the shopkeeper. The guard that was downstairs is still inside, though.
Is there a light on upstairs or something like that?
Yes, there is.
Alright then. There's a guard downstairs. So I'll go, I'll just wait another 2 hours. Does the light upstairs go off? Is it in the bedroom, the light?
It's in the office room.
Okay, so I'm gonna wait for maybe the light to go to the bedroom and then to go off.
Okay.
I'm standing around in the streets.
Hours pass. You're standing around the streets, but eventually the lights fade out. The lights across the town are faded out. It must be 2 or 3 hours after the sun goes down, so nearing midnight. I guess not at this time of year. Probably like 4 or 5 hours after the sun's gone down. Then it's nearing midnight. Lights are out throughout the building.
All right, I'll back away into an alleyway or something. Actually, wait. There's windows on the room?
Yes, but they're not opening windows. They're like what do you call them? Almost like stained glass, but minus the stain and not in a decorative pattern, like barred and solid windows. The front window thing doesn't open at all. It just allows you to look out.
There's no gaps though. It's tight.
Yeah.
Is there a chimney?
I must consult my notes. There ought to be some way to heat the place, but there's no fireplace. There's probably like a small metal stove with a chimney too small to climb down. But yeah,
small
there'd be.
enough if you were smaller.
If you were a spider, you could probably climb down it.
There we go. So I'll go and cast Polymorph Self on me in an alleyway or something, and then I will climb up the house, go down the chimney, stick to the shadows, and crawl along the walls. I'll go down to the main room and check on the guard.
There's no guard downstairs.
All right. So then up the stairs, under the door.
Mm-hmm.
Do I hear a sleeping person?
You hear the sound of 2 people snoring.
2 people.
Ooh.
Mm.
Double the fun, Malachi.
Can I crawl along the wall and get a look at the people, see if it's in there?
Real dark in this room.
Yeah, but don't spiders have
Spiders might be able to see in the dark.
slightly
Do you
better
get
vision?
spider vision when you are a spider?
No, I don't think I do. But is there not a bit of moonlight or something?
There's a little, but it's still really dark in here.
Does it look like a
Spiders?
dwarf?
Oh yeah, it looks like 2 dwarves in bed.
I'll go in.
2 birds, 1 stone.
I leave and go back to the office. Under the door.
Okay.
Let's have a little look around in there. Is there a chest or something like that? A locked chest?
I gotta go find my old notes from way back when.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, spiders don't have a good vision. Only a few spiders rely on vision.
Oh, okay.
I've got my own vision, yeah, but actually. I only really get breathing and locomotion.
Chat's saying it's probably Redbeard.
It probably is. Wouldn't that be glorious?
I mean, that'd be like your top 2 targets. In
Yeah,
one
that would be
head
good.
for you to take out.
Okay. You find your way into the office room. There are indeed a couple of chests lying around.
They're locked though.
Yeah.
Alright, I leave and go back to their bedroom.
Okay.
So you're saying that, is it too dark for me to say, if I wanted to just cut their throats and kill them? I mean, I could do that if it was light, right?
You could probably do it.
I could probably do it anyway,
Yeah.
he's saying. Or if it was light, I could do it.
No, I'm saying right now you could get one of them. The other one would probably wake up. I mean, they're in bed cuddling together.
Sure.
And cutting
Not
someone's
immediately,
throat
though.
would, wake someone up probably.
But not immediately, though. I'd still have time to act before that person would get up and realize what was happening. Maybe I wouldn't be able to
Mechanically
cut their throats.
speaking, you could get one free kill, then I would roll surprise for the other person, and then you guys would roll initiative. If they failed surprise. Or passed their surprise.
Okay.
If they failed their surprise check, would you give them the auto kill since they're literally just waking up?
Well, no,
I
but
would
what
make-
about...
I don't know about an auto kill.
Yeah, that's alright. What about the web spell that I cast, yeah? Right, a couple of questions. I get a feeling that wouldn't wake you up if that spell went off in the room. if you tried to wake up and move, you'd be stuck, but it wouldn't necessarily wake you.
Would you feel the web on you?
I mean, if they're covered in blankets.
As long as the web wasn't touching any part of their skin or hair, it
Even if it
probably
was,
wouldn't
though.
wake them up. I don't know, if you all of a sudden, like, sticky stuff got stuck to your hair, you might kind of move in your sleep and then it gets pulled, and I don't know, weird shit happens to people in their sleep. Maybe not. I would give them a saving throw versus spell to wake up from it.
Dwarves have good saving throws versus spells, don't they?
Very good.
Do it, Malachi.
So, I mean, if I get a better look, can I see which one's which or not?
The one closest to you is the male dwarf. The small spoon is the male dwarf. The big spoon is the female dwarf.
What do I do? Alright, I guess I will, So they would both get a save versus spell to wake up. It seems a little bit... I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't be save versus spell, like maybe it would be perception.
That's not a stat that we're using, but
If he were to set up the web so that they didn't touch their heads, because they're in blankets, right?
you don't get to set up the web so it
Yeah,
doesn't
you
touch
don't
their
set
head.
it up like that.
I thought he could connect which walls he wanted it to go to.
Yeah, but like it's still like kind of springy web all over the place. It's like a big cube of web, you know. It's
But the web spell, if it... Like, they can't save against the spell, right? They would be...
no, they will be
entrapped.
trapped in the spell because there's literally nowhere to go. They're in a room, right? There's
Yeah.
there's nowhere to save, so it would just be a saving throw to wake up or not wake up.
But let's say they're awake but still trapped. Can I insta-kill? Can I still cut the guy's throat or not?
You can move through the web like a spider, so yeah, you
Yeah.
could probably murder them both like that.
Alright, so that's what I'll turn back to me.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming I have to. Do I have to be me to be able to cast the spell? Off the
To
cloak?
use it off of your cloak, I feel
don't
like the
think
cloak has to
there's-
be in cloak form to use it. I don't
Yeah.
think you could cloak, cast the
That's
cloak's
not
abilities while you're polymorphed.
So I'll turn back to me.
Maybe if you're
Cast it.
polymorphed as a spider, we'll allow it because it's a spider cloak.
I
That's
think he
pretty
is.
cool.
That's pretty cool.
No. I'll turn back to me. I cast the web spell. So you guess you see if they wake up.
Okay.
But I'm right by the guy.
Nope, they are both fast asleep.
So I'll cut his throat and then take a step back. And I'll cast.
so he-
Shut it.
Starts, you know, when you cut his throat, he wakes up for a brief moment and tries to
Yeah.
move and scream, and the dwarf behind him wakes up.
Yeah.
But it's dark in here. She's stuck to all these webs, and her lover's bleeding to death in front of her in her arms.
So I take out my continual lightstone.
Yes.
Okay, you see the face of Zinli looking up at you, at first in horror and surprise, and then
Recognition.
slowly recognition. She
Alright.
tries to move, but is stuck to her bed.
I cast another spell. I cast Shadow Monster and make a giant trapdoor spider.
You're back!
I told you I would be. Any last words?
Times have changed. Things are different. You don't want to do this.
Why not?
Yes.
Think of the things that we could do together. Look how powerful you've become.
I
We could.
think I need. You killed my friend in front of my eyes.
Your friend,
You sent an assassin after me.
he betrayed me.
Maybe
He had
you
it
did.
coming.
You sent an assassin after me.
You tried to murder me. But that was ages ago. That's water under the bridge.
So where's all your treasure?
Bad chance I'm gonna tell you that one. She says, eyeing the spider, a little bit terrified.
I'll cast suggestion on her. I think you should tell me where you keep all your treasure.
Oh my god.
Did she get a save for that?
Yeah.
Okay, she passes the save. Shakes her head, goes, "No, I'm not telling you anything."
Then I suppose you die. and I'll sick the spider on it, which I assume can move through the web.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, the spider kills Zinli. She dies horribly, screaming.
Is that blood? How does the spider kill her?
It sinks its teeth into her and rips her apart. Right? Giant
But does it
trapdoor
not-
spiders do significant damage, don't they?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
also have poison, I think, but it's like weak poison.
Poison.
Do they
poison.
drink her blood though, or
It's
like rather than like rip her apart and there be blood everywhere? Is it more like she's sort of like if you see stuff that's been killed in a spider's web, it's all like husky, isn't it?
You should have made a vampire.
Yeah, but this is a giant. Hold on.
Also, Nick, you slit the throat.
Also,
of-
yeah, you
Oh, yeah,
kind of
yeah,
guys.
you're right.
That's probably pulling shit tons of blood.
That's a good point.
It's like
That's
you're
a good
dripping coming from under the mattress.
It does 2d4 damage per bite and causes an additional d6 points of damage versus poison. It does not build webs, but it can travel through the webs of other spiders, and it can shoot web strands up to 3 feet.
Yeah. Also, the poison doesn't happen. Not in real life. It doesn't matter here right now because
Yeah.
it's.
She's,
Oh, yeah.
she's not gonna die of poison. She's gonna die of getting eaten.
Yeah, the spider just
Imagine.
gnaws on her and like eats out part of her throat. And
So once she's dead, I'll cancel the spider and cancel the web,
okay,
and then check their bodies for keys.
they're not on her body, but you find them on her pants, which are on the ground under the bed.
Yeah. So then I will, go into the office and try and look through all her shit. Go back downstairs, look through all the shit behind the desk.
Okay, so you start looting the house,
The shop.
the shop, right?
Oh god.
But like the office and the things downstairs and.
Remember how much effort went into Croak breaking into this place? And Croak comes back and it's just like, I turn into a spider and climb down the chimney.
Remember how much gold Croak had? I'm sure she spent a lot of it, but Croak
Over
was
1,000.
fucking loaded. Yeah.
It was well over 1,000.
Okay.
So, Malachi comes back. Hey, Kine, you wanted some magic items?
Somebody said you should have shadow monstered Croak.
I take it you have a detect magic spell to.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna send you a list of magic things in Discord and let you play with them.
Great. I take it all and then leave, right?
Yeah.
If it's still within the period of polymorph self, and I can just climb out the
How long
The
does
chimney.
polymorph self last?
2 hours and
Oh,
40
definitely.
minutes. Yeah. But I can re-invis before I go. So I'll take everything, invis, return back into a spider, climb out, stay on the roof for a while, turn into a bird, and then fly to the end of the
Into bed. Really? Like a vampire.
No, a bird, not a bat. Alright, that's successful.
Malachi, it's like, Van, can you open the chest, or can you hold onto the chest so I can put all this new shit in it?
Okay, I want to know what you're doing now with all these items you're getting.
Yeah, I'm actually curious. How are, like, you probably have your own chest in the room, actually, that you get.
Yeah, probably.
Is there
I guess.
anything you're just looking for the magic shit, right? Because there's a whole bunch of stuff in her shop.
I'm interested in gold coins or platinum coins or gems or
Okay.
magic stuff. Yeah.
Easy wealth.
Yeah, easy wealth. I'm not carrying out thousands of silver or anything weird. Like if it's, I don't know if there's any books here that are magical or anything. Spell books maybe. I don't know. Who knows? This is about the only magic shop we've ever seen, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not even mostly a magic shop. It's like it's a bunch of weird stuff, right? They had seal furs. The last time they had some mithril daggers.
Yeah, I had one of them. I'll take another one if there's one lying around. Actually.
No, there's not. But there's like exotic perfumes and coffee beans from far away and bundles of cinnamon. So it's just like exotic goods. Most of them aren't.
I'm not interested in anything like that.
We are going to get XP for Malachi's kills.
So that's right. Now that he's become a savage murderer, we get all this XP for it.
I mean, I don't need much to level up. So Kine just levels up for Malachi murdering.
Yeah, I don't need much either. I just need like 25,000.
Yeah, I need 2,600.
At least you'll get 8 before I get 9. I need 45,000.
Narrowly. It's you're like 20,000 more than me for level
9.
Okay. There's your list of things.
Parrot. All right. Nice. What's the MP?
Mithril piece.
Oh, nice. Is that worth 10?
20.
20. Damn. All right. What does the axe look like?
It is made out of steel. It's, you've seen Zinli use it before. It's her standard
her
weapon.
axe.
Yeah, it's her axe.
Cool. What's the spell on the scroll?
You'll need a read magic spell to learn
Oh
it.
yeah. Be careful with that anyway as well. All right. I pocket all that, crawl out, turn into a bird, fly back to the inn, land like somewhere in an alleyway, and then turn back into. Oh, I'm invisible. Turn back into myself, cancel the invisibility, and walk into the inn.
Okay. You walk into the inn. Everyone's asleep. The night watchman is passed out, face down in his ledger.
Yeah. Do I have a room? No.
Nope. I mean, he's the night watchman. You're supposed to wake him up to get a room if you want it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know that. Yeah. All right. I'll fuck it. I'll wake him up.
Huh? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Do you need a room for the night?
Yeah.
Oh shit. No, I'm not saying anything.
That's right, Bastion. Okay. Please, 5 silver for a night. Here's your key. It's up there somewhere. Do you need me to show you?
Yes, please.
He gets up and pads along the floor, showing you to your room. Opens it for you.
Does he lead? Does he go in first?
No, he just opens the room and gestures.
Okay. So I go in and turn around and look at him, and I say, just for between you and me, I didn't come here late at night, and I hand him 5 gold.
Just turns around and walks away.
Alright.
And, alright. So we're a little early, but I think this is a perfect ending spot. I think we'd only get ourselves into more trouble
Probably, yeah.
by
Yeah.
continuing any further. So why don't we wrap up here for today? But before we finish everything, why don't you guys let us know what you're thinking about so I know what to plan for.
Well, I'm thinking that we go back to Shybrook next time because I need to identify a lot of this stuff.
That could be an option. We could also, if we go back to Shirebrook, or we do want to sell all the items while we're here, or some of the items. We can keep some of them in art form.
Yeah, we need to do that. But I would like to go back to Shybrook and then perhaps go to Newfort.
Yeah, I actually, that's one thing I want to do with Malachi when he wakes up is ask him if he can learn clairvoyance and train clairvoyance his way into that place.
Yeah.
I mean, the question is, what will we do after selling the items, identifying your new stuff, and
I don't really want to identify this here. but yeah.
what about if everything is fine in Newfort, or just something happened to the ship? What is our plan?
Well, hold on. Let's figure out what you guys want to do right away, not like in case this and in case that. So your plan
Sell
is to go
stuff.
back and look into Shirebrook and Newfort and see what's going on with the ship and to identify and to sell?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think so. Well,
that's-
we're going to sell in Redport and then go back to Shybrook
Yeah.
to identify and see what's going on.
Sure.
And then from there, I guess, the world is our oyster, I suppose.
Okay.
Yeah, I really don't know what we're gonna do after that.
Yeah.
I actually have no idea.
Perfect.
So we'll have to talk about that off camera.
That's great. That also allows me to introduce new storyline and new elements and things, so it'll be pretty good here. Let's do some experience. You defeated 4 griffins.
hmm Which I do get XP for.
Yes, you do. You also defeated what was she, like a 4th level fighter? Zinli?
I think fourth makes sense. She had like
Fourth.
35 HP and she rolled
She
pretty
was a
decently.
4th level fighter the first time you guys met her, so she's probably a 5th level fighter now.
And a boyfriend.
Yeah, he was a 0th level dwarf.
All right.
No, actually, he was the guard doorman, so he's a 3rd level fighter.
Oh, he's the god.
Yeah, he was the guard. Her fiance, actually, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, not anymore.
Let's see. A 5th level fighter is probably worth, I don't know, 2,500 experience. No, maybe not quite. If a griffin's only worth 650, a 5th level fighter is actually probably worth closer to like.
Well, Aldrich
800
was
or
only like
something.
600. And he's a level 5 wizard.
Yeah. Did you only get
Yes.
600 for Aldrich?
I think it was 650 or something.
Oh, we probably used the experience generating rules from in here.
Yeah, you did. But to be honest, I think that's probably a little bit too low for a level 5 wizard. But,
Yeah.
you know, it is what it is.
So
It is extremely low.
Yeah, because
Malachi,
here
I
a
hope
5th level
it's like-
fighter is worth 175 unless they have some sort of
Oh
special
my god.
bonus things.
God, that's so low.
Yeah.
175 isn't like one of those giant mosquito things worth more than that.
yeah. I
Yeah, but they
think so.
fly and they have, XYZ special abilities.
Sure,
So I'm just going to give you some experience for that and some experience for that guy.
There's got to be quest XP for killing Zinli and loot and all that shit as well.
Yeah, let's give you some quest experience for finally wrapping that up and getting revenge for Croak.
20 weeks later.
How about what about stealing the magic items from the tower?
No.
Oh.
Wealth is your own experience, or is its own
Uh,
reward.
How long ago was it that Croak died? Do you have that on your calendar?
It was week 12, I'm pretty sure. Or
Yeah,
the
but I mean, in
session.
game though.
I don't think we were tracking calendars way back then, were we?
Is it about 6 months, or is it more or less?
I don't know. I can't rightly remember. Let's see. Levitate, fail. Troll back at Shirebrook. Season 2 started in June.
How many months ago was that?
That was
it's
after we-
It's November right now.
All right, it's probably more than 6 months then.
Let's see. Little Jimmy transforms. Arrive in Redport. Learn sleep.
Learn sleep. Wow,
Irritation.
I had irritation when all this was happening. I had
Yeah.
sleep as well because I tried to cast on Zinli and it failed. Remember?
I don't have head for abandoned village. Reuben Clifford. Who the fuck was Clifford?
The two fighters that we brought with us to the temple with the undead.
Oh right, so that was after Croak
Yeah.
died.
No, that was before. I know they were because we went into that temple with them. We fought the undead and we were all resting when those people.
Yeah.
Well,
Somebody
Croak
correct
died after that, but before Little Jimmy, right?
Before we cured Little Jimmy, he was around. Before we recruited Little Jimmy to the party.
Yeah, because it was Croak that murdered little Jimmy's mum.
Yeah.
He poisoned them both.
Oh
remember?
right. So okay, Croak killed her. So that was February when you guys. Wow, you guys actually. So I think we started in January, on
coming up
January
to a
1st
year.
or something.
It's
So
almost
it's
been a year
almost been a
since he died.
year. I think Croak died sometime in February or maybe March.
So it's been about 7 or 8 months.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's not that long for revenge. I feel like she hasn't really got a leg to stand on with that one.
It was so long ago.
God, feels like forever ago. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
it was like a year ago.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got quest experience, we've got monster experience, we've got dwarf experience. Divided by 3 people. So for that stuff, everyone takes home 1,600. If you guys had
Okay, it's
killed
not
all the griffins, you would have gotten a lot more.
Yeah.
But then, Bastion might have no longer been a ranger. So
Yeah.
that's always fun. We also need individual experience
Like-
rewards.
So
yeah. You go
100 for the. Everyone takes 100 for the recap.
Yeah, everyone takes 100
And
for
200 for
recap.
role playing. So
200
300.
for
Then
role playing. Let's
Let's
see. How many? Let's see. There were
We
that many
defeated 4
griffins plus that. So that's 36 hit dice for you, kind.
times 4. Times 10?
What level are you?
5, so 50.
Oh,
Per hit
Yeah,
dice.
times 50.
So
So
I-
that's 1800 experience for you.
Nice. I level up, definitely.
Priests,
I'm counting
successful
up my spell
spells?
levels right now.
Wizards.
For
Okay, I'll tell you my spells I've cast. I don't know if you want to give me XP for them all. I cast invisibility 10 times.
Oh my god. I
they
think
were
they're
pretty-
all warranted though, right? It was 3 to
I
get
think
to the
so.
tower, 3 to get out of the tower. That's 6. Where's the
3
other
again
3?
to leave from the Hobgoblin's town.
Oh, right, 3 to leave the Hobgoblin town.
And then 1. Oh, actually, it's 11. And then 1 to get into Zinley and 1 to get out.
Sure, let's not do the 3 going from Talon to Rockwave.
Okay. So that's 8.
But the other ones were needed to avoid combat situations, so I'll give you those.
8. It's Magic Missile twice, Polymorph
Mhm.
Self twice,
Mm-hmm.
detect Magic twice, and Shadow Monsters once.
Wasn't it Detect Magic 3 times? Once in Zinli's, 2 in the tower.
Oh, yeah. 3, yeah.
Okay,
Nice.
those are all good.
What's this? 16 plus 2 plus 8.
We got 22 spell levels to be 1100.
Okay. I think all of your spells were needed in combat. You're not counting the weighty chest with the.
Can I
rock.
count the one with the armor specifically?
That's fine.
Okay,
But not the
that's
one
the
with
only
the rock.
one for that I took. Yeah, I only took the one. For
Um, But the one on your
So-
armor only lasts for 7 days, right?
yeah, but I can refresh that.
Okay.
So I
I don't
think
know
I
if I
got-
want to give you experience for it every time you refresh
Yeah,
it.
no, just that I like taking it when I come up with an idea for something. I feel
that's
like that's
perfect.
a good thing going forward.
So I get 1650 from spell levels cast, and then I learnt Grease, which is another 200. Yeah,
Isn't
and
it
that's
100
everything.
per spell level?
Learnt.
50.
50
Oh.
for cast, 200 for learnt.
Oh, 200 for
Grease.
learned. Okay, cool.
Oh, Grease is level 1 actually, so it's only
Yep.
100. Sorry.
Cool.
Is there anything for like players a clever idea or something that saves the party? Stuff like that.
Take 100 for turning yourself into a tree.
How
That was
about
beautiful.
the idea to that Malachi flies up and sneaks, steals, takes the potions?
That's not especially clever.
Hmm.
Turning yourself into a tree to block a doorway because the
That's
griffins
clever.
are too stupid to know what to do with that. That's clever. Flying, all right.
Yeah.
4000 XP.
I got 3100. Oh wait, I didn't do my bonus though. So it's really good.
3,700.
Okay, but you
So-
did level up, Kine.
1 moment, let me just add it on my sheet. Yes, I do
Nice.
level up.
All right, why don't you roll us? What is it? Just a D10 for hit points?
Yes. Moments.
No, D10 plus 1 for you. You've got 15 con.
All right.
Yep.
So, come on.
Nice.
Oh no.
I mean, at least it wasn't a 1.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah, the rolls I had so far: 7, 3, 10, 4, 4, 3.
You got a 7 and
Yeah.
a 10 in there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look on the bright side.
I'm
What?
still.
I think you're
below-
pretty average.
I'm below average.
Right. Level 6 now, so plus 5 to hit. Plus 5 to hit with your sword.
Well, 7 with the bow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got average XP for average HP for a level 6 wizard.
Yeah.
I've lost 2 levels of HP basically. But it's alright, like I said, I've got a plan.
I think I'm slightly above average for a cleric my level.
Yeah, you've got a lot of HP.
Yeah.
There we go.
How much do you need now, Sean?
I need 21,400.
lot.
It's not,
Yeah.
that's it.
See, like you need to get more experience to get to level 9, but you also get more experience because of like learning new spells and shit like
Yeah.
that.
I think you normally cast more spell levels than he does, the van.
I used to back when I got more spells per day, but he gets a lot of spells now.
Yeah.
And a lot of his spells are broken, so he uses them a lot.
That's true.
Yeah, but you get a lot of healing spells.
That's true. I do get some healing. I haven't used too many because there hasn't been that much combat recently.
Right. All right, guys. That has been Hardcore Heroes for this week. We will be back next week on. God, we need to start planning our next show before we go live. All right.
Yeah.
That needs to be what we do from now on out.
Sure.
'Cause this is a mess. Next Friday.
Yeah.
Friday should work next week for me. Saturdays, I need to start doing Saturdays soon.
That's
I
fine.
can't do
I'm doing
Saturday
Saturday
this
next week with Dyson with Death anyway.
But But
Friday.
Friday next week should be fine.
Friday.
Friday.
All right,
Eight.
we'll see you guys next Friday at noon.
The
I'm
discussion.
sure
oh,
someone's
sorry, the
putting up a
discussion-
Reddit thread right
Yeah,
now.
it's already up. I already
Yeah.
put it up.
Okay.
We need 200 comments this week.
Yeah, so we went from 100 to 150 this week, so let's get 225 now, shall we?
Oh God. God.
But can I
Um,
don't know if I haven't seen that episode of Age of Strife yet, but I think we've started a Reddit revolution because there was like 50 comments in the Age of Strife Reddit this time as well.
Mm,
And usually, so
Nice.
I think bringing back Reddit.
all right. That's it, guys. We'll see you next week. There's no more stream for today. I have family matters to attend to. My in-laws have a large cherry pie that they've invited me to come over and eat. So I'm skipping work to go eat cherry pie and
Nice.
watch bad horror movies. Do you guys have anything to say about this next week for you guys, for yourselves?
No, I don't have
No.
anything interesting going on.
Cool. All right, guys.
All right.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
But